How to manage a multi-location dental clinic without losing your mind. It's Monday morning, you sit down at your desk, open your laptop, and ask yourself one simple question. How did each of my clinic locations perform last week? Sounds like an easy question, but it rarely is. First, you contact location 1. The numbers are there, then you move to location 2. They're using a different system. Someone exported a different report. Now, the numbers don't even match the first location's format. Then you check location 3. The manager is on vacation. The report hasn't been updated yet. 20 minutes later, you have 3 different reports, 3 different formats, 3 different sets of numbers, and somehow you still don't know whether last week was actually good or bad. You just know it's complicated, and that's only performance reporting. Now add staff schedules, inventory, patient complaints, marketing campaigns, appointment reminders, follow-up messages, review requests, and reactivation campaigns. Then ask yourself another question. Is every location actually doing things the same way? Usually, the answer is no. Maybe location 1 sends follow-up messages every time. Location 2 remembers most of the time. Location 3 only does it when the right staff member is working. None of the clinics are badly managed. The real problem is much bigger. Each clinic works on its own, but together, they don't work as one business. Instead, you spend every week trying to connect information that should already be connected. You never feel completely in control. There's always another report to check, another manager to call, another system to open, another spreadsheet to compare. Instead of running your business, you're chasing information. Today, I'm going to show you why this happens, and more importantly, how successful multi-location dental clinics solve it. Not by hiring more managers, not by scheduling more meetings, but by building one shared system that keeps every location connected automatically. Let's start with a single location clinic. Life is simple. One phone number, one front desk, one appointment calendar, one patient database, one team. Everyone works together, everyone sees the same patients. If something goes wrong, people notice immediately. Problems get solved quickly. Communication happens naturally because everyone is in the same building. Now imagine opening a second location. Suddenly, everything doubles. 2 phone numbers, 2 reception teams, 2 appointment calendars, 2 patient databases, 2 sets of staff, 2 different daily routines. And here's the biggest challenge. The second location didn't grow naturally. It had to create its own habits, its own shortcuts, its own way of doing things. Over time, those differences become bigger. Nobody planned it. It just happened. Now open a third location, then a fourth. Instead of one organized clinic, you're managing multiple separate businesses that are supposed to behave like one. Every new location doesn't simply add more patients. It adds another complete communication system, another scheduling process, another reporting system, another team, another opportunity for inconsistency. And eventually, those small differences become expensive. Patient communication is usually where this becomes obvious. Maybe location 1 has an experienced reception team. They're excellent. Every appointment gets confirmed. Every patient receives a follow-up. Every happy patient receives a review request. It's simply how that team works. Nobody wrote it down. It's just part of their routine. Now compare that to location 2. Appointments are confirmed, but follow-ups rarely happen. Then location 3. Follow-ups happen, but only when the experienced staff member is working. From the owner's perspective, everything looks fine, but from the patient's perspective, the experience feels completely different. A patient visits location 1 and receives excellent communication. A month later, they visit location 3 because it's closer. This time, no reminder, no follow-up, no review request. The patient starts wondering, did something change? The quality of treatment may be identical, but the experience feels inconsistent, and consistency builds trust. Without consistency, patients notice, even if you don't. Now let's talk about reporting. This is where most owners lose hours every week. Each location sends reports differently. Different software, different spreadsheets, different numbers, different formats. Trying to compare them becomes a project of its own. Instead of making decisions, you're spending time collecting information. Even worse, real problems stay hidden. Imagine one location's no-show rate slowly increasing. 10%, then 12, then 15. Nobody notices. Not because nobody cares, because nobody can actually see it. Months later, someone finally points it out. By then, thousands of dollars have already been lost. Training creates another challenge. Every new employee learns from the people around them. They copy what they see. At one location, that works perfectly. Across multiple locations, it creates different versions of the same process. One clinic says, "This is how we answer the phone." Another says, "We do it this way." Neither one is necessarily wrong. They're just different. And over time, those differences become larger without anyone realizing it. So, what actually fixes this? Not more meetings, not longer reports, not hiring more managers. Those things increase workload. They don't solve the real problem. The real solution is creating one shared system that every location uses automatically. Patient communication becomes centralized. Appointment reminders, follow-up messages, review requests, reactivation campaigns, everything is built once and automatically runs across every location. Every patient receives the same experience. No matter which clinic they visit, no matter which staff member is working, consistency becomes automatic. Reporting changes too. Appointments, no-show rates, lead response times, reactivation campaigns, patient conversion. Everything flows into one dashboard, one report, one place. Instead of opening 5 systems, you open one. Problems become visible immediately, not till 3 months later. Processes become standardized, not because everyone remembers them, but because the system performs them automatically. When you open another location, you don't rebuild everything again. You simply connect it to the same system. The workflows already exist, the automations already exist, the reporting already exists, everything is ready from day one. That's exactly why platforms like Go High Level are becoming the standard for multi-location dental practices. Each clinic keeps its own calendar, its own appointments, its own staff. But behind the scenes, every location shares the same automation, the same follow-up sequences, the same reminder system, the same review requests, the same reporting dashboard. Everything stays connected, everything stays consistent, everything stays visible. There's a free trial link in the description if you'd like to see exactly how this works across multiple dental locations. So here's the biggest takeaway from today's video. Managing multiple clinics should not mean managing multiple systems. Every new location should plug into one shared operating system, not become another separate business. You have to manage manually. Here's your action step. Choose one process inside your business. Appointment reminders, follow-ups, review requests, anything. Then ask yourself one honest question. Is every single location handling this exactly the same way today? Or does the experience depend on which clinic the patient visits and which staff member happens to be working? If the answer is yes, you've just found your next opportunity for growth. If this video helped you better understand why managing multiple locations feels so overwhelming, hit the like button, subscribe for more practical dental automation strategies every week, and let me know in the comments. How many clinic locations are you currently managing? And what's the hardest thing to keep consistent across all of them? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.